So you're looking at getting an OSHA 30 card, maybe through an online provider like 360 Training. And you've got one big question. Is it legit? And maybe more importantly, are employers actually going to accept it? That's exactly what we're going to break down right now. We hear this question all the time, whether you're just getting into the industry, you're already a supervisor, or you're trying to climb that ladder, you need to know, is this going to be a good investment of my time and my money? Is it actually going to pay off? Well, stick around because we're going to give you the clarity you need. All right, here's our game plan. We're going to start with the basics. What even is OSHA 30? Then we'll tackle that big legitimacy question about online training. After that, we'll peek inside the curriculum, see how this card actually impacts your career, bust a few common myths, and then wrap it all up with a simple checklist so you can make your final call. Okay, let's dive right in. First things first, what are we actually talking about when we say OSHA 30? And who is this really built for? So at its heart, the OSHA 30 is all about giving you a solid foundation in workplace safety. The whole point isn't to turn you into a safety guru overnight. Instead, it's designed to arm you with the essential skills to spot hazards, know how to avoid them, and ultimately prevent accidents before they happen. And yeah, the name kind of gives it away. It's a 30-hour course. That is a serious time commitment, and for good reason. This training is specifically aimed at people who have safety responsibilities on their shoulders. And that brings us to a super important point. You cannot confuse this with the OSHA 10-hour course. They're totally different. The OSHA 10 is great, it's a perfect intro for entry-level folks, but the OSHA 30, that's the next level up. It's built from the ground up for supervisors, foremen, managers, basically anyone who's in charge of keeping other people safe. Okay, now for the million-dollar question, can you actually get a legitimate OSHA card online? The short answer? Yes, 100%. But, and this is a big but, you have to understand how the system works to make sure you're getting the real deal. Here's the easiest way to think about it. OSHA is kind of like the government agency that writes the official driver's ed textbook. They set all the rules and say what you need to learn. But they don't run every single driving school, right? They authorize private driving schools to teach their curriculum. It's the exact same model here. OSHA sets the safety standards, then they authorize companies to actually teach those standards. So let's be crystal clear about this. An OSHA 30 card from an online provider is absolutely legitimate, but only if that company is officially authorized by OSHA. And companies like 360 Training are authorized. That means the Department of Labor card you get from them is the official nationally accepted credential. End of story. All right, so we've settled that it's legit. Now let's get into the good stuff. What are you actually going to learn? This is a big deal because right out of the gate, you have to make a choice that's going to shape your entire training. You've got two main paths, construction or general industry. The construction track is for those dynamic, ever-changing environments like building sites. General industry is for more stable workplaces. Think factories, warehouses, even hospitals. Picking the right one for your job is absolutely essential. And this is where things get really specific and, honestly, pretty cool. You can see just how tailored the training is. The construction course is built around what they call the Deadly Focus 4: falls, electrocution, being struck by something, and getting caught in or between things. Why? Because those 4 hazards cause the vast majority of fatalities on construction sites. Meanwhile, general industry is going to focus way more on things you'd find in a permanent facility, like making sure machines are properly guarded or having solid emergency action plans. Okay, so you did it. You put in the 30 hours, you passed the exam, and that official DOL card is now in your wallet. So what? What does this actually mean for your career? Let's talk about the real-world return on your investment. Look, this card is a potential game changer for anyone who is or just wants to be in a supervisory role. It sends a really powerful message to employers that you get it. You understand the huge responsibility of keeping a crew safe. It's a key credential for anyone looking to step up into leadership. So how does this play out when you're looking for a job? Well, it can be anything from a highly preferred qualification that bumps your resume to the top of the stack, to a common requirement for a lot of contractors, all the way to a straight-up legal mandate. And that's no joke. In states like New York and Nevada, for certain public projects, you legally cannot be a supervisor without this card. That's how critical it is. And I love this quote from a safety pro over on Reddit because it just nails the right perspective. The OSHA 30 is not the end-all be-all of safety. It's not a certified safety professional designation. But what it is a critical foundational credential. It proves you have the essential safety knowledge that is required for a supervisory role. All right, so make sure you make a smart decision. We have to do a little myth busting. There's a lot of confusion floating around out there about this card, so let's separate the facts from the fiction. This one. This is, without a doubt, the biggest misunderstanding out there. You will see the term OSHA certified advertised all over the place. But I need to be really clear. That is just not technically correct, and frankly, it's misleading. Here is the reality, straight from the source. OSHA itself will tell you they do not certify workers. That DOL card in your wallet is proof that you completed an authorized training program. It's a really important difference. It shows you have the knowledge, but it is not the same thing as a professional license to practice safety. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. The what, the why, the how. So let's boil all of this down into a super straightforward action plan to help you figure out if this is the right move for you right now. It really just comes down to these 4 simple steps. First, verify if you even need it. Does the job you want require it? Does your state mandate it? Second, pick your industry. Get this right from the start. Construction or general industry. Third, pick an authorized provider. Do your homework. Check OSHA's website. Make sure they're legit. And finally, number 4, commit to it. Put in the time and complete the course honestly. And here's the bottom line. The OSHA 30 card is not some magic wand that's going to land you in the corner office tomorrow. But it is a clear, respected, and powerful signal to any employer that you take safety seriously and that you have the foundational knowledge to be a leader. You know, at the end of the day, this training is about so much more than just checking a box. It's about being part of that culture of safety and setting yourself up for bigger and better things. It really is a foundational step. So the real question isn't just if you should get the card, but how are you going to use this knowledge to make your workplace safer and push your own career forward?